when you play in a place like San Diego where the weather is perfect every day, I mean, how much better is it going to get playing wise?
Welcome to the Daily Rewind, brought to you by thisdayinbaseball.com. My name's Tom Hannon, and I'm your host. On today's show, we're excited to bring you Ozzie Smith. On February 11th, 1982, Ozzie Smith agrees to go to the St. Louis Cardinals to complete the December deal that finally sends Gary Templeton to the San Diego Padres. An outside arbitrator, Tom Roberts, will determine Ozzie's Cardinal salary before the season starts, awarding the light-hitting Golden Glove shortstop $450,000 rather than the $750,000 he requested. Smith batted only .222 for the Padres in 1981. Let's hear Ozzie talk about the trade.
This team in the middle of nowhere called the St. Louis Cardinals. Tell me what that's like to be a Padre.
Well, first of all, when you play in a place like San Diego where the weather is perfect every day, I mean, how much better is it going to get playing wise? 66 degrees, the most average temperature of any city in the United States, and beauty. But we didn't win. And John, that's what it's all about. It's about having an opportunity to win. And when the Cardinals, when I heard about the trade, it came from where'd it come from? One of the reporters in town called me and said, "Welcome to St. Louis." And I'm thinking, I haven't okayed a trade, or I haven't forgone my no trade clause. So anyway, that was the thing that held the deal up, because I knew that my time had come to have the opportunity that I'd yearned for all my life, the opportunity to win. And John, for all of us, we always question whether or not we're as good as we think we are. And here I was, this young hotshot kid in San Diego that there had been so much hype about and everything. And now, because of contract negotiations, they didn't want me anymore. So now, I've got to ask myself, are you as good as you think you are? Because now when you go to an organization such as the St. Louis Cardinals that is rich in tradition, your wares are going to be on display every day. And so can you continue to be as consistent as you've been here? And you hear all the whispers about, well, moving from grass to AstroTurf, he's not going to be able to cover as much ground. All the experts, the people that haven't done it.
Yes.
The experts, they're saying these things. So when I finally get to St. Louis, let's back up a little bit. The thing that allowed the deal to happen was that once Whitey found out that I did have a no-trade clause, he had to try and figure out how we were going to work around that. So we were able to work around that by him telling me, he says, look, here's the deal. If you come to St. Louis and you play and you don't like it, you can become a free agent at the end of the year. Well, that was kind of a win-win for me, because I was going to be making more money, and I was coming to an organization who truly had a chance to win. And I was coming to an organization where a manager actually got on a plane and came seeking me out. So, I felt a real responsibility to elevate my game and become better than I was in San Diego. And Whitey and the Cardinals afforded me that opportunity.
All right. This was a trade no one could have expected the results to be so dramatic. The 26-year-old Smith, after 4 seasons in San Diego, was just a .231 hitter. He had won 1 Golden Glove, and he came in second in the Rookie of the Year. But once he went to St. Louis, he became a totally different player. With his 15 seasons in St. Louis, he made 14 All-Star teams, won 11 Golden Gloves, and came in second in the MVP voting. And he became a Hall of Fame player. He brought his average up to .272, and his defensive WAR was an outstanding 44.2. As a quick side note about Ozzie, I got to meet him in 2006, and don't laugh, but I actually got to meet him at a fantasy camp. Uh, and I met him in person when I went there with my daughter, and it was phenomenal. It was a 2006 Hall of Fame fantasy camp, and he was as nice a person as you could ever imagine. He was kind, courteous, thoughtful, and it was really a lot of fun to be there with him for that week in 2006. Now, if you enjoyed the video, I found it on the YouTube. You can check out the KMOX YouTube channel, and that's where they have this full clip along with many others that are worth checking out. Now, you can find out a lot more about Ozzie Smith. If he's one of your favorite players, just go to thisdayinbaseball.com, search Ozzie Smith, or click the link in the show notes, and we have hundreds of articles on Ozzie and his amazing career and his walk-off home run in the 1985 NLCS dramatic moment. We also have a shirt, by the way, talking about for that specific moment. You can check out our store on thisdayinbaseball.com. It's under unique gifts, and you can find the Ozzie Smith shirt when he hits that dramatic home run. It's pretty phenomenal. Now, as always, I ask for two things. If you like the show and you're enjoying the show, please share it. Tell a friend, share it on social media. It is the #1 way we can grow the show and can keep bringing you this great content that I hope you're enjoying. Secondly, we ask you to sponsor a page on This Day in Baseball. Check out Ozzie Smith's page, Gary Templeton's page, the San Diego Padres, the St. Louis Cardinals, maybe Whitey Herzog, who was a key player in getting Ozzie to come to the Cardinals. Check out their pages, sponsor a page, tell your favorite memory on that page. You can use it for so many different things. But check it out on thisdayinbaseball.com/page sponsor. And before you leave the show, just remember, hit that subscribe button so you can keep getting this content. It shows up on your feed, and you'll be happy it did because we're going to keep bringing you this amazing baseball content. That's it for today's show. Until next time, I'm out. We'll see you at the ballpark. Peace.